Southeast Woodstock. And check it out, we've got a punk rock bat here. Atlas Pizza. Totally ties in with today. Gotta love the wild hair there. And I forgot to show this last time. It's a sign. Instagram. Yeah, right here. Atlas Pizza. Creepers! How the heck are you crazy creeps? We are currently standing on the Hawthorne Bridge. Directly behind us, beautiful downtown Portland. We're going up to Northwest Portland. We've been blessed here in the Pacific Northwest with a ton of music. More specifically, punk rock has a lot of connections and ties and really great music from here. And there's also been some really, really famous bands that have toured here. A couple of kind of lost venues over the years that we've documented. And today we're doing another one, so stay tuned. We're doing a little punk rock creeping. Hey ho, let's go. All right, Northwest 23rd and Gleason at the Blue Moon Tavern behind us here, and directly across the street, Nob Hill Pharmacy, which was actually used in Drugstore Cowboy. They actually filmed that right inside here. And back in the 80s, Gus Van Sant did a ton of movies, but this one was probably the one that kind of stood out the most. And as you can see, they still have the old Yam Hill Pharmacy sign. They changed the sign to their bar a while back, but it used to just say drugs. But yeah, I almost said Keanu Reeves. Now I'm all thrown off. Matt Dillon and crew robbed the pharmacy here, and they've got their Cadillac kind of parked right up here next to this school. You can see all this in the movie. Pretty darn cool that all happened right here though, Northwest 21st. Northwest area is pretty cool. A lot of old-timey businesses through here, but just roughly about a block down here on the right past Cinema 21, is an old venue, an old music venue where a lot of really, really famous, uh-oh, I'm in this lady's shot. Sorry about that. I totally know how that goes. It was almost a double whammy. That's so funny. Yeah, a ton of really famous bands played right down here. It's now like a nail salon. So we're gonna go down here and check it out. So yeah, right here next to Cinema 21, which is always really awesome to see. I love their marquee. But this red building here at 632 had hosted a ton of music back in the day, including some of the most famous Portland bands, the Wipers, which I believe went on to be Dead Moon. It's been a while. A lot of the old punk rocker heads will say, no, that's not right, or maybe it is. But right here at 632 Northwest 21st was the Earth Tavern from about the 50s to about the late 70s, early 80s. This was Portland's music venue, and there was a ton more venues around Portland as well, but this one really stood out to me because one of my favorite bands, punk rock bands of all time, the Ramones, actually played here. I think it was Wednesday, January 2nd of '79, so a while back. And they actually, well, the Wipers opened for them and got permission because one of the main lead singers, I believe his name was Greg, filled his obligation to book bands every night, and he did that for like 3 months straight. He was able to book a band, so the venue was really pleased with him. He said, hey, I know these guys that we toured with when they left Portland to go to New York, and that all happened right here. The Ramones and Wipers played, and so he earned the privilege of basically booking what band he wanted. And I have to say, from what I read, the Ramones actually weren't too excited to play here. In fact, I found a clipping of an article that talks about how they really felt playing here. It kind of goes word for word. I believe it was Joey Ramone that was actually quoted saying Portland wasn't the greatest of venue. These people are really weird, which, you know, hey, he was right. Keep Portland weird, you know. But yeah, they weren't really used to playing the West Coast scene. They would come from the East Coast and tour. And it was awesome because, you know, a bigger band like that teaming up with a smaller local Portland band really helped them out and really set the tone for the venue for years to come, including a show featuring the Dead Kennedys. The Dead Kennedys actually played here as well. I believe that was in '79, roughly right before they closed up shop, but I actually found some old pictures of the Dead Kennedys, Jello Bafura. I believe I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. And in some of the articles that I read, not only the Dead Kennedys, the Wipers, the Rats, just a ton of people definitely played right here. So yeah, this is quite the historic, you know, spot when it comes to music, the Earth Cafe. And unfortunately, I was not able to find any pictures of either the interiors or the exteriors. I found an old-timey picture of the cinema and also a restaurant down the way, but it didn't really show as far as here. But yeah, the Ramones, they weren't too excited to play here. They thought it was really weird. And they also said that there was a lot of after parties that took place after the shows in a lot of these homes. Back in the day, most of this was all homes. You know, a lot of these are been converted into businesses and whatnot over the years. But yeah, the Dead Kennedys and just a ton more bands played right here. So a lot of people, when they think of Portland punk rock, they think of, you know, Satyricon, La Luna, all the, you know, kind of more well-known places. But this was definitely the spot. Kind of got my info wrong. The Rats went on to be the Wipers, but Dead Moon definitely probably played here, having all the connections anyways. But yeah, a lot more bands than just Dead Kennedys, Ramones, and the Wipers played here and really gave this place a name. And I was really surprised that there really wasn't any pictures online of the venue. Other than the insides, I was able to find some pictures of, you know, the Dead Kennedys kind of on stage, but it really doesn't show the venue. I'm wondering if this is maybe the garage where they would load all the music. Sometimes it's in the back. It looks like it would probably be easier to just kind of pull the van in and load right here. And then maybe there was an upstairs to the stage as well. I'm not sure, but pretty darn cool. Alright, 3rd and Yam Hill now. I wanted to take you guys by this place. Not a music venue, but when you think of punk rock and music, this is definitely the drinking spot before and after all the shows. And look at this place. It is just covered. Literally, the whole inside, outside, all the seating. The Yam Hill Pub. And this is definitely punk rock at its finest. Oh my gosh, even the poles and everything inside. That is awesome, dude. That is punk rock for sure. And all the stickers on the door. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've seen so many freaking stickers. I haven't been in here in years. This place is so freaking rad. Wow.
Not gonna buy anything?
What?
Not gonna buy anything?
I don't know. Can you read minds?
No.
Oh.
That's why I asked.
Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Get the fuck out.
That's the punk rock spirit. That's Portland, Oregon for you, folks.
Don't fucking film me. Get the fuck out of my bar.
Are you for real right now?
Yeah, don't fucking film me. I don't like being filmed.
Wow. All right. Well, yeah, that answers that question. Definitely not coming back here. But if you guys do like punk rock,
This place fucking sucks.
and you like punkers, this is your spot right here. This guy's a punk ass. All right, I'm gonna take a little breather after that guy. What the F, man? I mean, I could see where he said, are you gonna buy anything? He's probably used to people coming in there and just not buying anything. And I don't drink. I may have bought a root beer though or something and hung out longer and filmed, but he was definitely a jerk. Don't go there. And he said this place sucks. He definitely doesn't like his job, dude. And I didn't pick your job for you. So see you around, buddy. That's all I gotta say. Just made our way down Burnside, and right across from us here is Dante's. And this is definitely a very famous venue as well. If you were to play here, you know, as a punk rock band or pretty much any show, this is probably where you would play. And then over here is the Paris Theater, which is now closed, which I believe was just a theater. I'm not sure if they actually played music there as well. I could be wrong. But right here next to the Paris Theater, kind of right on Burnside itself, in this building here, which we're going to pull up on in a minute, sat another very famous yet not kind of known punk venue, the X-Ray Cafe. We'll go up here a ways and get a better shot. Old Town, Chinatown, Northwest 3rd. Wow, this is sketchy. But this is nice that this is closed right now because I can able to stand here and get these shots without anybody kind of behind me. So yeah, right here, I believe it was this. Okay, so the windows in the picture, I'll have to show you guys the picture. I think it's this side because the sign would have sat a little bit adjacent to the fire escape. But that would have been it right there. The X-Ray Cafe, owned by the owners of Voodoo Donuts. That's right, Trace and Shannon actually had this place first, hosting a lot of crazy art and events. And I believe, from what I heard, and again, could just be a rumor, but Green Day actually played here, along with Elliott Smith and a ton more Portlanders. Oh, we got that sun glare. There we go. So yeah, I think it was this far. There's 3 doors there, but I think it's the one right there where that guy's walking with the 2 scooters. That would have been it right there. Lot of famous bands. Kind of unknown spot, but yeah, then they went on to buy Voodoo Donuts, was just right around the corner. Started their own record label. So a lot of good Portland history, including a lot of good punk and just music in general. But yeah, another famous one, the X-Ray Cafe. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, it was actually the first, there's a set of 3 doors and 3 windows. We're gonna maneuver through all these folks. And that ran from about, oh gosh, late 70s all the way till about 1992. And then they opened up Voodoo Donuts, and kind of the rest is history. But yeah, their music and all their venues kind of started right here in this building here. You would have seen all the kids kind of lined up waiting for the shows. And I love that this door is all kind of hit up too. Kind of gives it that old punk rock music days vibe. It's all kind of gated up now. And then right here was actually another punk rock store. Wait, let me see. I think it was, okay, so the X-Ray Cafe sat here. You would have seen the sign up top. And then right here, oh no, wait, a little farther down, in this venue here would have sat another State of Mind, which was like a punk rock store. You could have got records and all the kind of gear and stuff. I came in here a few times and got some spikes. But yeah, it all kind of took place right through here. And this area has definitely seen better days, and that's why I'm going to kind of wrap this up. Yeah, they recently painted this building, though, this kind of pink and blue. Home, gonna cross bike over the Tillicum. It was a fun day. It was cool to see all those old venues. Definitely brings back a lot of good memories of going to shows. La Luna, seeing a lot of the favorite bands over the years. Blink 182, Guttermouth. You'd see like 4 or 5 bands for like $6. It was awesome. But yeah, we're gonna creep over the Tillicum Bridge now and head home. That guy at Yam Hill was something else, man. What the heck? I mean, I'm all for the punk rock attitude and stuff, but dude, that was a little much. That was definitely full on punk rock. He did not give an F. Let's just say that. That's going to do it for today. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. You can ring that bell. That way when we creep, or I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. Yeah, maybe go to Yam Hill and have a beer. Tell them the creeper sent you. Love you guys. Peace. Oh, creeper out for now. Peace. This guy's pressure washing over here too. That's what that sound is. That's going to do it for today. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. That'll ring you in to be a creeper today. You can also ring that bell. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. And if you did enjoy this, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Till next time, creeper out for now. Peace.